I went from knowing nothing about my mom and her twin sister's birth family in 2020 to knowing my whole ancestry dating back to slavery today. I legitimately, I, it's crazy. So my mom and her twin sister were adopted in the 1970s because they were in an interracial relationship, like her mom and dad were. Her dad is black, her mom is white, and the white side of the family did not approve of having multiracial children. So it was a secret adoption, like nobody knew that she was pregnant, and the dad had like pretty much nothing to do with the relationship because for whatever reason, I'm not really sure. And today I finally looked up, I looked up or I contacted my birth grandmother via 23andMe. Like I found her first cousin on 23andMe, and then I went to look up her name. I found her phone number. I called her like at midnight during the pandemic, like during lockdown. I called her and I said, "Hi, I think you're my grandma." And she said, "I knew I was going to get an important call tonight." Like, no joke. Like, she's super intuitive. She ends up telling me that my birth grandfather was born in 1931 and died in 1995 of lung cancer. So on my 23andMe, I have this relative who's black, who's like my first or second cousin. And I was like talking to her and I'm like, "Hey, do you know this person? Do you know this person?" She's like, "I don't know anybody in my family that had a kid up for adoption." And I was like, right, like it's a secret thing. Like nobody knows about it. And so I end up looking up all the last names that she has on her profile, and I find the last name. I'm not going to say the last name, but I find the last name. I go to ancestry.com. I type in the birth year, the death year, the state that he was born or died in. I wasn't sure. And what comes up? A name, and the cause of death was cancer. And I know that he died of cancer because they were required to like tell us that. I guess that he had cancer whenever they put him up for adoption. I don't know how it works, but I found him. Turns out he had 12 other children. Well, technically, he had 15 children in total that we know of, and 12 great-grandchildren when he died in 1995. So there are so many, like, of us around. Yeah, it's just crazy. And I can see all the way back to slave times, like pre-Civil War. I can see all of it because someone already did a family tree. They just don't know I'm a part of it because we're the secret side of the family. So this is like amazingly remarkable because I never thought I was going to find this out. I never thought I would know because everything was so secret. And because of this technology, like I'm connected to like my ancestral roots. I'm amazed. Like this is crazy.